The secret to making frozen squid taste as fresh and crispy as fresh squid caught at sea? A simple Vietnamese-style fish soup. Let's explore it together in this video. Today, it started raining again after a string of sunny days. It's the perfect weather to cook something hot and steaming, isn't it? So I decided to make stir-fried squid, fried fish, and sour fish soup for dinner. Vietnam has a coastline that stretches across the entire country. Unfortunately, Hanoi isn't located right on the coast, so I couldn't buy any squid that had just been caught from the sea. I bought this package of squid at the supermarket. In the past, when I cooked frozen squid, it released a lot of water and turned out tough and chewy, not fresh or tasty at all. I used to think you had to go to the coast to eat good squid. Buying it at the supermarket was just so disappointing. But now, I know that's not true at all. The reason frozen squid tastes bad is because of how it's cooked, not because it's frozen. First, remember never to thaw the squid before cooking. Shrimp and squid thaw very quickly. All you need to do is take the package of frozen squid out and rinse it briefly under cold running water, and it's ready to prepare. Thawing it for too long or in the microwave causes the squid to release water and lose its flavor. I usually peel off the outer skin of the squid, like this. It's not really necessary, but it makes the plate of squid look whiter and more appetizing. If you leave it on, the squid broth will have a slightly purplish tint. Remember to completely remove this tiny ink sac. Otherwise, when you cook it, you'll end up with night shining squid. While the squid is still frozen like this, it's easier to remove the ink sac because it's still solid and won't burst and spill ink everywhere. As for the squid's head, the eyes also contain that black ink, so I'll cut them off. And remove these hard squid beaks too. If you buy larger squid, this part of the preparation will be much easier. But I only buy this type because it's cheaper and works well for stir-frying. So that's it for cleaning the squid. Now, just cut the squid into bite-sized pieces. Next, marinate the squid with a little ginger to remove the fishy smell. Add a little oyster sauce and salt, toss well, and let it sit for 15 minutes to absorb the flavors. In the meantime, prepare the vegetables to stir-fry with the squid. Today, I have onions and leeks. I usually add celery too, but the supermarket downstairs in my apartment building was out of it, so I'm just stir-frying with leeks. Since squid has that distinctive fishy smell typical of seafood, stir-frying it with aromatic vegetables like onions and leeks helps neutralize the odor very well. Now comes the important part. How to make the squid crispy without it getting chewy. Pay close attention, everyone. Heat some oil in a pan to saute the garlic until fragrant. Then add the squid and stir-fry until it firms up slightly. At this point, add the prepared vegetables. Toss them briefly, then cover the pan, turn the heat to high, and set a timer for exactly 3 minutes. Keep this in mind. Squid cooks and reaches the perfect crispness in exactly 3 minutes. Cooking it too long will make it tough and cause it to release more liquid, which won't taste good at all. So whether you're steaming, boiling, or stir-frying, be sure to remember this cooking time for squid. Be sure to cover the pan with a lid and turn the heat up high so the steam inside the pan is hot enough to cook the squid and vegetables. If you stir for too long without covering the pan, the heat won't be high enough to cook everything through, and the squid will become tough from overcooking. After 2 minutes, open the lid and stir once to ensure everything cooks evenly. Then close the lid again for another minute. That's it. In short time, you'll have a delicious stir-fried squid dish. So save this dish for last and stir-fry it after you've finished preparing the other dishes to ensure it's served piping hot. Today, I went to the market and bought a piece of carp. It even had fish roe inside, which my husband really loves to eat. First, you need to pan fry the fish so the flesh firms up and doesn't fall apart when added to the soup. The piece of fish for the soup doesn't need to be fried too thoroughly, just enough to firm up all 4 sides. As for the other 2 pieces, I'll fry them thoroughly until they're crispy and serve them with fish sauce. First, sauté the dried shallots until fragrant. Then add the tomatoes and stir-fry for a moment. Next, add the fish, 2 tablespoons of salt, and just a little water. Let it boil for a while so the salt can penetrate the fish. Then add plenty of water to make the soup and add so to give the soup a sour flavor. If you don't have so, you can use any sour fruit. Oh, except for limes, because limes turn bitter when cooked. I also often add pineapple to fish soup because it's both sour and sweet. It's really delicious. But the supermarket was out of pineapple today, so I made it with so, and it turned out great. In Vietnam, you can cook fish with quao, khai, or mei that add a refreshing sourness to the soup. Now, just put the lid back on and simmer over low heat for 15 to 20 minutes to bring out the sweetness of the fish. An essential herb for fish soup is dill. In Vietnam, whether we're making fish soup or steamed fish, we always use this herb. I'm not sure why, but I guess it just goes well with the dish. If you can't find this herb where you live, you can leave it out, but be sure to add green onions to cut the fishy smell in the soup. You can also add some Vietnamese coriander, everyone. So we've got a delicious meal for a rainy day. Fish soup, fried fish, and stir-fried squid. In Vietnam, lettuce is often eaten with fish soup by dipping it into the soup. The crisp texture of the lettuce pairs perfectly with the sour and salty flavors of the soup. It's really delicious. Come join us for a meal. Would you like to try making these dishes at home? If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and see you in my next videos. Bye-bye!